Hello, everybody. Welcome to our webinar, Start Your Quest to a Top College. My name is Selena. I'm a member of the high school outreach team here at QuestBridge, and I'm also a proud QuestBridge alum, which makes it extra special that you all are here today so that I can share more about the College for Scholars program and more. So today we're going to be talking about this program, which is specifically for high school juniors, the College for Scholars program. But really, this presentation is going to start with you all today. So you all are here to learn more about starting your quest to a top college. And part of that is learning about what it takes to make someone a competitive applicant to a top college. And I'm sure that you all already have plenty of ideas of what it means to be a competitive applicant and how you can become a competitive applicant. So I actually want to hear from you all. What do you think will help you become a competitive applicant? So the chat is open, and I am very excited to see what you all think will make you a competitive applicant. So I'm going to read through some of these. All right. Leadership roles. Absolutely. I love that one. Oh, I saw somebody mention AP classes. That's a great one. Let's see. A good work ethic. Absolutely. If you're going to go to a top college, you're definitely going to need a strong work ethic. I see somebody mention the IB program. I'm seeing unique test scores, I think I saw, or high test scores, volunteer work. I saw somebody mention being passionate about extracurricular involvement, and that is absolutely true. I love that passionate part. Strong grades, community service. Y'all are going off in the chat, so thank you all for engaging. I'm trying to read these as quickly as I can. Determination. I love that. Part of that is like having good character and being resilient, right? So being really determined in that college application process for sure. Discipline. I'm seeing so many, and all of these are right on the mark. So here are the answers that I put together. And as you can see here, most of your answers in the chat are absolutely correct. So the following and much more can really help you stand out in your quest to a top college. So that includes having strong essays. It includes having extracurricular involvement in activities that you're really passionate about, right? Not just involving yourself in everything and anything, but really things that you're passionate about. That includes strong standardized test scores if you have them and if you have them available. Rigorous courses, right? I saw a lot of you mention AP classes, IB classes, dual enrollment, right? All these classes that really challenge you is something that will definitely make you a competitive applicant. And of course, application guidance, right? Sometimes you need a little extra support or guidance along the way to lead you on the right path, right? So these things and more, as we saw in the chat, will definitely help you become a competitive applicant. So great job, y'all. You all know exactly what you need, and hopefully you'll see why the College for Scholars program could be the perfect tool to help you get there, right? So why us? Why the College for Scholars program? This program, the College for Scholars program, commits to helping you become a competitive applicant by offering specialized guidance, resources, and a community to each of our College Prep Scholars. And because of this, College Prep Scholars are over 7 times more likely to receive a full 4-year scholarship to one of our college partners through our most well-known program, the National College Match. And so we're going to go more in depth into the College Prep Scholars program now. All right, so in this presentation, we're going to cover an introduction to QuestBridge. This might be the first time that you're formally meeting us, so thanks again for being here. We're excited to tell you about who we are. Then you'll learn more about the College Prep Scholars program, and then we'll cover your next steps. All right, so first, let's introduce you to QuestBridge. QuestBridge is a nonprofit organization that was founded in 1994, and our programs are designed to help high-achieving students from low-income backgrounds in the college admissions process throughout their college career and beyond. And to date, we have over 100,000 students who have been served by our programs. We have more than 30,000 scholars and alumni worldwide, over 50,000 college prep scholars that have been selected since QuestBridge was founded. And last year, we had 3,911 college prep scholars who were selected. So we know what we're doing. Basically, we have supported so many students over the years, and we're so excited that you could be a part of this journey. So now you can meet our 55 college partners. So our partners include some of the most selective colleges and universities in the nation. Colleges that partner with us do have an active commitment to search for high-achieving students from low-income backgrounds, and they provide generous financial aid for their students. We partnered with our very first schools, including Amherst College and Rice University back in 2003, and we welcomed our newest partners, Bates College, Harvard College, and the University of Richmond this year. So again, I want to hear from you all in the chat. What schools are you excited to learn more about in this college application journey that you're about to embark on? Now, I'm going to push you all to think about some schools or identify some schools that you've never heard of before, right? So you might have maybe heard of them once or twice, because we know that there are definitely some schools that you might be very familiar with, right? But sometimes this kind of process is really exciting and that you get to explore new schools. So like I said at the beginning of this presentation, I'm a QuestBridge alum, and when I was going through this process back when I was in high school, I had no idea what a liberal arts college was, for example. And I attended Pomona College, which I saw somebody mention in the chat that you're curious about. And I never knew about that school when I was a junior in high school. So the QuestBridge and the National College Match program really helped me explore some of these schools and figure out what could be a good fit for me. So yes, I'm seeing Pomona, I'm seeing Caltech, I'm seeing Johns Hopkins, I'm seeing Tufts, I'm seeing Bowdoin. I'm seeing some schools that are not on our college partner list, so be sure to read this list closely. I'm seeing Scripps, I'm seeing Brown, I'm seeing UVA, Smith. I'm seeing such a great variety of schools in the chat, so thank you all for sharing. I want to hear more about Boston University. Awesome, awesome. I'm so glad to see this curiosity in the chat about our college partners. And I promise you that through the College Prep Scholars program, you'll have multiple opportunities to learn more about our partners, what they offer, and how they can support you in your college career. All right, so I'm going to X out of the chat again, and we're going to keep going because we have lots to cover today. All right, so as 11th grade students, your journey with QuestBridge begins with the College Prep Scholars program. And through this program, you could receive special awards, guidance, and resources to prepare you, high school juniors, to apply to the nation's best colleges through the National College Match. So this application opens in February, and believe it or not, the application is already open, so you could start your application now. And then this leads to the National College Match, which is a college admissions and scholarship process that connects high school seniors to full four-year scholarships at our college partners. So this is the program that we're most well known for, the National College Match. And this application opens in August, right? So in between these two programs, if you are selected as a college prep scholar, you then have a few months, right, in the summer and after April, essentially, to really make the most out of the resources that are offered to you so that you can become a strong applicant for the National College Match. And then we have programs that are for QuestBridge Scholars and alumni. So the QuestBridge Scholars Network is a network of National College Match finalists who attend a QuestBridge College partner. And these students have access to career support and summer internships, mentorship from QuestBridge alumni, leadership opportunities, and more. So you enroll in the QSN, or the QuestBridge Scholars Network, once you enroll at a college partner. And then once you graduate, you get to join the QuestBridge Alumni Association. And this, as the name implies, is a worldwide network that helps QuestBridge alumni navigate careers and life after college through community events, the graduate school match program, career opportunities, the QuestBridge Hub, and much more. And so again, you join this association once you graduate from one of our college partners. So again, it all really starts with the College Prep Scholars program, but you don't have to apply to the College Prep Scholars program to then apply to the National College Match, but the College Prep Scholars program will help you prepare for the National College Match specifically. All right, so in a snapshot, we are searching for students who meet the following general criteria. In general, we're looking for U.S. citizens or permanent residents, or students who are attending high school in the United States, regardless of citizenship status. In terms of academic achievement, we're looking for students who are earning primarily A's in the most challenging courses that are offered. So I saw some of you mention AP, IB, dual enrollment, honors, right? Those kinds of classes for sure. If you have test scores, your test scores may fall within the 50% test score range of 1310 to 1490 for the SAT, or 26 to 31 for the ACT, if you are reporting your scores. And I do want to note that these test score ranges are based on the test scores that were reported last year, right? So each year, only about 40% to 60% of college prep scholars submit test scores. So if you have test scores and you're wondering whether or not to submit, this is a good way to kind of determine if you want to submit your test scores. In terms of, again, academic achievement, we are also looking for students who may be within the top 5 to 10% of their class, have strong writing skills, and intellectual curiosity. In terms of financial qualifications, we are typically looking for students who come from households that are earning less than $65,000 a year with minimal assets, and these students may often have extenuating circumstances that may be impacting household finances. And one of the best parts about the QuestBridge application is that there are so many spaces in the application to really explain and elaborate on your family's financial situation. So there's lots of room to just provide context and elaborate and provide those details that you might miss if you only shared a number, for example. And then in terms of personal circumstances, we're looking for students who are demonstrating strength in character and resilience, who are involved in leadership roles and extracurricular activities. And students are often first generation college students, but this is not a requirement. It's just something that we often see in the populations that we serve. Now, we often get asked, should I apply? Am I eligible? And I really cannot emphasize enough that there is no one size fits all answer. So instead, we really do encourage you to determine for yourself, based on what you just learned, if you are a good fit for this program. So I'm going to share some reflection questions. Do I have the motivation and academic ability to thrive at a QuestBridge College partner based on my grades, my test scores or rank, and curriculum rigor? Do I display resilience, intellectual curiosity, and good character? Am I from a low-income background with minimal assets? Now, you can use the chat to reflect amongst yourselves to see, am I a good fit for this program? But you might find that you don't know the answer quite yet. Maybe you need to have a conversation with your family or, your parents or anybody to determine if you could be a good fit for this program. You could also talk to a college counselor, right? Or at your high school, your guidance counselor or, somebody who knows your academic background well and could, point you in the right direction. So I'm going to see in the chat to see what people are saying. So it looks like, yeah, there's lots of questions, right, about eligibility and how to make that determination, right? And I think that I will say that oftentimes there is no one size fits all answer. And if you email us, we'll probably say something very similar. But if you feel like you are coming from a low income household for a long term low income household, and you feel that your family has faced economic hardship, and you fit that criteria of QuestBridge, that QuestBridge criteria of being high achieving students from a low income background, we encourage you to apply and then always use that space in the application to provide any additional context that you can. So again, use the application to your advantage, explain as much as you can, and talk to people around you to see if you might be a good fit for this program. All right, and the one thing I do want to emphasize before I move on is that we do not have absolute criteria or cutoffs for GPA, for standardized test scores, or income. So we really do take a holistic approach when we are reviewing applications, which means that we are looking at every piece of what you show us in your application to make a decision. So if you're curious about what a holistic approach is all about, you can also explore our website or our Ask You Be Anything online help portal where we talk more about how we select students. But again, we don't have absolute criteria or cutoffs for GPA. So we're looking at every piece of your application to really make that determination. All right, so now we're going to dive deeper into the College of Scholars program specifically and what all it entails. So there are so many reasons to apply to the College of Scholars program, but in a very quick nutshell, students who are selected as a College of Scholar will gain the support and preparation that you need to apply to top colleges with an application that tells your unique story. So like I've mentioned, there's so much space in the application to really share your story, to share extra context and details, right? If a grade or a number does not perfectly encapsulate, the situation or the context, you can always explain more in the application. We will read everything that you write in your application. As a College Prep Scholar, you will also be invited to a QuestBridge National College Admissions Conference that features a college fair so that you can explore schools that may be a good fit for you. You will also discover how top colleges can actually cost less than a state university, and you'll be able to access a supportive community of motivated peers who are also applying to top colleges. And this is one of my favorite parts of my job, where I get to manage the community group that we create every year for College Trip Scholars. And I see students ask questions there, motivate each other, just really lean on each other to navigate the college application process, because it can be pretty daunting, right? And so this is a really cool way to just meet other students online, ask your questions, meet each other. And so it's one of my favorite parts of my job. All right. So in addition to the benefits that I already discussed, you also will have the opportunity to be considered for a host of additional awards, which are shared here. You could receive a full scholarship to a college summer program that's valued at up to $20,000. You could also receive a Quest for Excellence award for a new laptop or other resources that help you enhance your college application. You might also receive personalized support with college essays, standardized tests, or applying to college and completing financial aid forms. Or you could also receive an invitation to the QuestBridge National Exploration Conference during the summer to learn more about our college partners and meet each of them. All right. Now, these awards all vary in monetary value, but they really are all created to help college prep scholars further prepare to apply and be successful in college. So to apply to any of these specific awards, you'll need to fill out the awards form that is found on your Manage page once you start your application. So now let's talk about these awards a little bit more in depth. All right, first up, college summer programs. So if you are interested in attending a fully funded college summer program where you study topics like law and litigation, biotech and computer science, creative writing, and more, you should consider applying for this award. Students who are awarded the College Summer Program Award receive both admittance to and a scholarship for one of our college summer programs. And that scholarship will include tuition, travel, housing and food, supplies, anything that you might need to make that program possible, right? Note that in your College Prep Scholar application, again, I mentioned that there's that awards form. In that form, you'll be able to indicate which ones you would like to apply to when you're filling out the awards form. They are a mix of both in-person and online programs, so just be sure to read more about them on our summer programs webpage, which will be shared in the chat in a moment. And again, they all have different dates that they're happening on. So you want to be sure to read that webpage, make sure that you read the dates that each of these programs are on so that you are able to attend the full program. All right, the next award is the Quest for Excellence Award. So these are a notable distinction that come with a $1,000 scholarship to be used toward covering expenses like a new laptop, travel costs to a QuestBridge college partner, resources to enhance your college application, like online courses or test registration fees, etc., and much more. So there are 4 different types of Quest for Excellence awards. There's a Humanities Award and the STEM Award. So these are the interest-based awards. So if you have a special or unique interest or skill in the humanities or in the STEM field, you can apply for these. And then we have 2 location-based awards. So we have the New York City Award, which is for students who are living in one of the main boroughs of New York City. And then we also have the USA Award, which is awarded to the top student in every state. And so for each of these awards, you'll be expected to write a short essay response of no more than 300 words. Where you kind of detail, why you're passionate about a specific field or how your home state or your, one of your boroughs have really impacted and shaped who you are. So be sure to check out this opportunity in the awards form. Again, I'm really going to push the awards form, which is on your Manage page. That'll have much more information about the prompts and stuff. And you can also read more about the Quest for Excellence Awards on our webpage that is being shared in the chat as well. All right, and I will also note that select awardees for each of these Quest for Excellence awards can also receive a full scholarship to the Pioneer Research Program. So this is an opportunity to conduct college-level research over the summer. It's a virtual program, but it's another really beneficial thing to add to your college application, come in the fall, right? So it just shows that you've committed to that level of research and in intellectual curiosity. So that can be another perk to applying for these awards. All right, Another award that you could receive includes a form of personalized support. So this could include test preparation, which is self-paced, on-demand instruction to prepare for the SAT or ACT. This could also include support for college essays. So this would be in a large group instruction and small group feedback structure over the course of 6 weeks. And then there's also college guidance. So this would be one-to-one college guidance on applying to college and completing financial aid forms with an advising fellow. And a fun fact about this is that QuestBridge scholars often serve as advising fellows, so you could be paired with a Questie. Again, there's a form on your Manage page, the awards form, where you have to fill out which of these you would prefer. And so just be sure to fill out that awards form so that you don't miss out on this kind of opportunity. And finally, the last award includes an invitation to an in-person QuestBridge National Exploration Conference. So this summer, we'll be hosting multiple in-person conferences on some of our college partner campuses, where you will have the opportunity to meet representatives from each of our 55 college partners, where you'll gain a greater understanding of attending one of our college partners and dive deeper into your own academic and career interests and learn about what kinds of opportunities are available to you in college. So we're really excited to be hosting these events, and we encourage you to keep an eye out on your email and social media to continue learning about what these conferences will hold. All right. Now, I've been really enjoying interacting with you all in the chat. So I want to hear all from you all. I want to hear from you all again. So I'm actually going to launch a poll. And then if you want to provide more details in the chat, you are more than welcome to. But I want to know, which additional award are you most excited for? So let me find my poll really quickly. All right, I'm launching it now. So let me know, which one would you most be excited for? All right, I'm already seeing very popular ones. I'm seeing summer programs is very popular. I'm seeing that an invitation to the QuestBridge National College Exploration Conference is very popular. It's awesome, awesome. All right. All right. Awesome. It's so exciting to see. I'm going to see the chat to see if there are any responses in here. College essay support. I'm seeing summer programs, test preparation. Yeah. I absolutely feel that. I feel like when I was in high school, I also needed any kind of support that I could when it came to test prep and, taking standardized tests. Quest for Excellence Awards sound nice. Absolutely. Yeah, they are all great opportunities. The one thing I will mention is that most of these awards are very competitive, and they're very selective, especially our summer programs and especially our Quest for Excellence awards. So we do encourage you to explore all of the award opportunities and apply for as many as you can apply to, just keeping in mind that they are a little bit more selective, right? So college application support, because I think it would greatly benefit me and it won't leave me wondering if my essays are strong enough for top colleges. Absolutely. Yeah, it's really nice to have that one-on-one support. So crossing my fingers that you get the ones that all of you all get the awards that you are hoping that you get. All right. So it looks like the most popular award is the fully funded college summer program. So if you all are thinking that this is the most exciting one, then you can imagine how selective it'll be, right? It'll be lots of applicants. So again, be sure to cast a wide net when you are applying. But this is awesome. Thank you all for, again, engaging with me in the chat and in the poll. So I'm going to end this poll now, and I'll share the results in case you all are curious. There you can see what other people were saying, what people are most excited for. All right, now I'll stop sharing and we'll keep going. All right. So now we're going to review your next steps. So the College for Scholar program application is comprised of 4 main parts. The first part is the household and financial section. So this is where you're going to provide information about your living arrangement, how many people live in your household, and your family's income and assets. Just note that all of this information is self-reported, and we do not require you to submit copies of your tax or income records in your application. And please also note that QuestBridge really takes student privacy very seriously. We know that many students are concerned about sharing their or their family's information with QuestBridge, but Just rest assured that we do not share your information outside of our college and scholarship partners who also take student privacy very, very seriously. The next part of the application includes the academics and testing section. So here you will provide more information about your high school and what courses you're currently taking, as well as uploading, an unofficial transcript, adding one reference, and if you have standardized test scores that you would like to share, you can share them in this section. All right. The activity section will ask you about any extracurricular, home, or family responsibilities that take up your time, including paid work experience. If you have a part-time job or any kind of work that you are paid for, you would include this in this activities section. And finally, the writing section consists of one 300 to 500 word essay about what has shaped you into who you are today. And even though it's just one essay, I would encourage you to start this early, right? You don't want to leave this until the very last minute because it isn't a very important part of your application. It's the one part of your application where you really get to tell your story as you want to share it. It's one of those things that isn't set in stone yet, right? Your grades are set, your income is set, your activities, you've been a part of these activities, right? But your writing is really your opportunity to share who you are and really shape a story in the way that you feel best conveys who you are. So definitely don't leave that until the end. And just note that if you are applying to additional awards like the ones that I was just mentioning, we do also strongly encourage that you get started on those earlier, keeping in mind that those, even though they are shorter responses of 200 to 300 words, you don't want to leave those until the end. I will also note, though, that the short responses for the awards are due a little bit after the application deadline. So those are due 3 days after the application deadline. So you have a little bit more time, but not too much. So you don't want to put it off until the end again. All right, so now we're going to read through the timeline so that you have a good idea of what to expect in the coming weeks, right? So you'll want to start your application today. You can go to apply.questbridge.org to start your quest. Just be sure to start your essays in your income and assets page in particular early, right? So we often see a lot of students need to talk to their families or their parents, right, to gather these documents to be able to reference and fill out that section. So just be sure to leave plenty of time to complete that section in particular. From February to March is when we encourage you to explore all those awards that are available on your Manage page, decide which ones you want to apply to. And again, you can apply to as many as you like. Just be sure to leave enough time to write quality essays or short responses for each of those awards. March 20th is when your application is due. So your College for Scholars program application is due by 11:59 Pacific time. So if you're on the East Coast, you might have a little bit more time, right? Like in theory, but just be sure to submit it on time on March 20th. And then your forms that you can find on your Manage page are all due March 23rd. So be sure to submit all your awards that are on your Manage page, including that awards form that I keep mentioning, so that you can be considered for any of those available awards that I talked to you all about a bit ago. And again, you'll notice that this is a bit after the application deadline. So just know that even if you submit your application, you can still go back and go on your Manage page to find those awards forms. All right. Now, while the College for Scholars program, while the College for Scholars program is made to help you prepare to be a strong college applicant, have no doubt that we do have lots of resources to help you and make sure that your College for Scholars program application is strong. So first, we encourage you to explore our resource library. This has lots of tools and resources that are going to help you write your first college essay, complete your activities section, and much more. So we're dropping a link to that in the chat. I also encourage you to watch our award spotlight series if you want to learn more about the specific awards that I mentioned. We're uploading more videos to that playlist every week. So if you want to know more about a specific award that isn't there yet, just check back in a week or two. You might find it soon. And some of these actually feature some QuestBridge scholars who previously, for example, attended a college summer program. So if you want to know more about what it's like to attend a summer program, or what it's like to receive a Quest for Excellence award, you can actually hear from students who receive those awards. So definitely check out those videos. And finally, every week we host live Ask You Anything sessions with members of the high school outreach team. So come meet us and ask us your questions. We are super excited to see you all, or yes, to answer your questions on Zoom and just hear what you all are curious about. We also have these sessions for educators too. So you'll find a link to register for their sessions in the chat as well. All right. Now, and as we come to a close here, I do want to emphasize how for so many students, the College of Scholars program really is a community where so many people finally realize that they can dream big. And Rebecca here shares that being part of a community of College of Scholars who were also striving for higher education showed me that I wasn't alone in my journey. It created a sense of belonging and reassurance that my dreams were valid and achievable. This support system, combined with the recognition of my academic potential, made me feel far more confident in my abilities than I ever had before applying. College Prep Scholars truly set the foundation for my success as a college applicant. So hopefully you see a part of yourself in this quote where you really want to also create that sense of belonging. You want to feel like your dreams are achievable, and hopefully the College Prep Scholars program can help you achieve those goals. All right, so now I'm going to ask you all to engage with me one more time in the chat. So if you've stuck around for this long, I think it's because you do also want to become a College Prep Scholar. And I want to know why. Why do you want to become a College Prep Scholar? So again, the chat is open, and I'm curious to see why you all have stuck around this long, or maybe what has piqued your interest, right? Is there a specific award that you're looking forward to applying to? Is it that you also want to be part of a supportive community? Do you want to learn more about the nation's top colleges? Do you want personalized support? Do you want a higher chance of receiving a full four-year scholarship through the National College Match? So what are you all excited for? All right, so I'm trying to read these very quickly. I see the full ride scholarship. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, having 7 times or being over 7 times more likely to receive that full four-year scholarship is a pretty big deal, right? So definitely. And I want to mention that, especially with a program like the College of Scholars program, you will get as much as you put in, right? So if you take advantage of these resources, that will help you become a strong college applicant, right? So looking into our resources, really taking advantage of what we offer will help you become a strong college applicant. I want to be able to go to college without any debt. Absolutely. That is a dream for so many. And I know that when I was in high school, I never thought that would be possible. And believe me, that graduating without any college debt is a really wonderful feeling. QuestBridge is a great opportunity. Oh my gosh, these are going so quickly. You want to be a part of a community. I see somebody saying that they want to be part of the QuestBridge community. Absolutely. Support with college applications. Absolutely. The college application process can be very daunting. But I will say, we have a lot of resources online too that help kind of demystify or break down the college admissions process. So if you want to get started on that, you can always start looking into those resources, especially in our resource library. We have so many great tools there. I want to be in a position where I can get an education that is useful to support my family. Absolutely. That is something that we see so often in the stories that we read from our applicants, right? That they want to be able to make a difference in their families and in their communities. And that's something that we see very, very often. All right. Want to build a competitive college application? Absolutely. FAFSA, because my sister had trouble and couldn't complete it. Absolutely. FAFSA can be pretty difficult to complete, especially if you're kind of figuring out on your own. So that is definitely something that I think a community can help you complete, right? So having that support around. All right, so I see so many great answers in the chat. Hopefully you're reading each other's responses too, so that you can feel motivated and feel inspired to apply. If you haven't, started an application, you can definitely do that right after this webinar. All right. So all right, folks, so that is all for me today. I hope that you have been convinced that you can dream big, that you can start your College Prep Scholars program application today, and just be sure to submit by March 20th. Thank you all so much for watching and for engaging with me today. It was so wonderful to hear your thoughts in the chat, to hear you engage with me, telling me what schools you're interested in. So again, thank you all so much for watching. All right, and if you're still around and you still have questions, just remember that you can visit AskQB, which is our online help portal. There you can find so many answers to all of the frequently asked questions that we get. I promise I saw so many questions in the chat and in the Q&A that are very much answered in the Ask QB online help portal. If you have a personal question that is maybe more specific to your situation or to your family or such, email us at questions@questbridge.org. That is the best way to reach us. And if you want to ask your questions live, you can register for our Ask QB Anything session that is happening tomorrow. And there should be a link to that in the chat, but again, you can just scan that QR code to register. So thank you all so much again for joining and for spending 40 minutes with me. I hope it was a great time for you all. It was wonderful for me. But thank you all so much. And I hope that you all have a great rest of your evening. Thank you so much, y'all.